I'm trying out the Etcher Labs Perfect Sketchbook, Cold Press Edition. Cold Press has a bumpy texture that's really nice for watercolors, so today I'll be working in watercolors, obviously. So I make a lot of art, and to do that, I need to get inspiration from anywhere. Could be someone's Instagram account, a magazine, a TV show, my favorite band, your favorite band, no one's favorite band. It doesn't matter. I just need something to draw. Why? So I can get better. It's practice, really. When you're making art for practice, especially in a sketchbook, it doesn't matter what your inspiration is. Use it. Copy your favorite album cover. Copy your favorite artist. It's just practice. Now, why am I saying this? Because my inspiration for this sketch, which is absolutely not my usual style, was an AI-generated image someone was selling. I have no idea why someone would buy something generated from AI, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, it was a jumping off point for me to work with and a fun thing to doodle in a sketchbook. I don't condone the stealing of artists' work to generate AI images, and I don't believe putting text into prompts makes you an artist. I do believe everyone can make art if they're willing to, put the time into making art. And I wasn't looking for AI art, but I can't unsee something once I've come across it, and if it makes me want to pick up a pencil and draw, I draw. So back to inspiration, my art is inspired by comic books, from Alphonse Mucha's Art Nouveau style, from Drew Struzan's movie posters, and a slew of other things that I've copied over the years. No one's art is unique, my friend. No one has a style that is solely their own. All of our art, through the age of artists, is an amalgamation of the art and artists that they copied, studied, and lovingly stole from. That's how we grow. That's how we find our style, by combining the things that we love into something uniquely our own. And this style with the larger eyes and the more cartoonish or even anime features isn't really something that clicked with me. I've tried it in the past when I was younger, but it never caught on. And that's okay. I admire it in other artists' work, but I never really was able to add it to my own style. But it is fun to play around in a sketchbook and do something different. Now, you may have noticed the hair and how it flows like that. This was totally a style that Alphonse Mucha used. It's an Art Nouveau style, and while I'm sure he perfected it, his style was built off of his love for his Moravian folk art roots and his love for Japanese ukiyo-e art. And that's really kind of cool, I think. Because that combination of influences becomes a part of my influences, and I can combine all of my favorite things into my own personal style. And that, my friend, is art. We're observers, we're collectors. We take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we add it to our own little mix of things that inspires us, and that becomes our style. So never be afraid of copying. It's how all of the masters learned. If you look up any old artist way back before the internet and photography, they learned by going to museums and galleries and copying the masters before them. Now, I know there's some of you out there who are about to leave a comment saying, but you should credit the original artist you're copying. And yes, of course, but that's a courtesy. That's just good manners. There's no law against not crediting an artist when you study or copy their work. Besides, there's always someone just like you, my friend, who will be quick to point out the error in their judgment. Of that, I have no doubt. Personally, I think it makes you, as an artist, look smarter when you cite your influences. I think it shows that you took the time to study some of the greats, to get to know how their art works and why it's something worthy of copying, studying. And the more the merrier. Can you imagine an artist who's like, my influences are a little bit of Van Gogh's brushwork with the design elements of Mucha, the color palette of Monet, and the subject matters of Picasso? Heck, I want to see that art. Wait, did I just create an AI prompt? No, stop. No, don't go feeding that beast. Go and study those artists yourself and come up with your own amalgamation of art and show it to the world proudly. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox for now. I just really want to see you all create art with no restrictions. So many of you tell me this is cheating or this is stealing or you can't do this or you have to do that. It's all poppycock. Yeah, I said it. I said poppycock. That means nonsense, by the way. There's no rules to art, so stop putting limitations on it. Copy, study, erase, use a ruler, trace, do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. All that matters in art is that you're making it. Everything else is negotiable, in my opinion. Just make art for you. This little sketch in a sketchbook was inspired by an AI image, which was probably stolen from a real artist, and then I added some of the Art Nouveau hair I stole from Alphonse Mucha. And I say stole in a joking way, people. Come on, it's funny. Well, it's kind of funny. And the rest is me. And there's nothing wrong with that. So go out there and get inspired by whatever your funny little brain finds inspirational, and make some goofy art that makes you happy. That's what a sketchbook is for, to play around, experiment, and have fun.